So I just saw the latest SpongeBob movie, The Search for SquarePants, and look, I am a big fan of SpongeBob. Granted, I was one of those kids who was told not to watch SpongeBob growing up by my parents until I was about 14, which at that point I was a little bit too old for it, but I still really loved the franchise. I loved those first, 4 or 5 seasons. The original movie is absolute cinema. It's amazing. The second one's pretty good, and the recent ones have been fine, besides Plankton. I like the Plankton movie a lot. So with SpongeBob, The Search for SquarePants, I was going in this movie a little excited because the trailers, they look like they're going back to what the original series did. So what's this movie about? Well, SpongeBob wants to ride a roller coaster, pretty much, and he needs to be a quote unquote big guy to do it. And so he eventually gets to that point, intercepts with the Flying Dutchman, goes on this character arc of his size and everything that goes with that, while also going to the underworld and while you meanwhile have Squidward, Mr. Krabs, and Gary for some reason going after SpongeBob and Patrick as well. Look, the movie, it's fine. It is a definite new SpongeBob movie, and I didn't hate it. It was definitely not as good as the Plankton movie. The Plankton movie, I feel like it's highly underrated, but this is much better than something like the Sandy Cheeks movie, and this is much better than something like, what was it, SpongeBob 3, the Sponge on the Run? I believe that's what that was called. I thought that movie was fine, but it was more just an acid trip. This one feels more like a movie than it feels like something I would watch while being a little bit incapacitated. So that's pretty fun. And look, while I do love the franchise, I can admit the franchise has gotten a little old. It is definitely trying to appeal to a new generation of kids with this movie, and that's fine. I mean, if you want to keep it going, but I feel like SpongeBob is getting to a point to where it's going to end sometime soon. I feel like kids, it's completely telling with the box office of this movie, are not as into SpongeBob as they were whenever I was a kid. So back when I was a kid, a new SpongeBob movie, a new SpongeBob episode was always an event, especially those really long episodes. Those were really fun. All the kids would be talking about it at the table, and I'd be like, well, I'm not really allowed to watch it. So parents think it's brain rot, and to be fair, some of those episodes are brain rot. This movie, it feels less like a SpongeBob movie and more like something that Illumination would make, which is fine. I mean, I like some Illumination movies, and if this was made by Illumination, I would say it's one of their better films. Definitely leads into the more gross out humor, the more juvenile humor. It definitely does feel like the original series, like the first couple of seasons, but it feels more like the seasons that came, like the couple of seasons that came after the original movie, which is fine. It's an okay movie. I mean, I had a fun time watching it. There's some jokes that really don't land, but there are some jokes that I really did like in this movie. There's some really fun ones here. The Flying Dutchman, I'm always gonna like. I really just love his character design, and Mark Hamill's really good at voicing him in this movie. But the movie didn't get much emotion out of me. It didn't make me feel much of anything. The Plankton movie did. I like the Plankton movie because of that. This one, if you just throw this on one random night, if you're a SpongeBob kid, yeah, you're gonna have a good time with it. And kids are gonna like this movie. I feel like kids are gonna really enjoy this one. But as for me, I thought it was just fine. So I'm gonna give the SpongeBob movie, The Search for SquarePants, about a 6.5 out of 10.